Have you ever noticed how when people talk about cow tipping, they always got their information from someone else? You know, like my friend, the ex-cow tipper who used to do it religiously until he stopped drinking. I'm gonna go out on a limb here, but it's a pretty sturdy one, and say that cow tipping is a myth. There, I said it. You want proof? Problem number one, it's a wild animal. Crazy cow. Okay, they're domesticated, but that doesn't mean trained. Sure, cows will come for food, but they don't love you. Trust me, there is no bond between man and beast there. Growing up, my family actually raised cows, and we tried pretty much every way we could think of to sneak up on the critters. And, no, really, we did. What, you think I'm making this stuff up? We had cows, and sneaking up on them does not work. I don't care how good you think your ninja skills are. The cows, they know. Somehow, they just know. In order to be oblivious to human presence, that cow would have to be strung out on some pretty hardcore drugs. Or they could have that same genetic condition as those fainting goats. But then it's not cow tipping, it's cow fainting. It'd be funny, but more dangerous because they're bigger. Which brings me to our next point. Problem 2. Cows don't sleep standing up. I know somebody told you that they do, but they just don't. I don't know what more I can say. Horses do, but cows don't. Now, scientists say they can doze standing up, but they're still alert. It's like a power danger nap, because they know that you're coming, and they can sense evil. Problem number 3 is physics. Margot Lilly, a zoologist at the University of British Columbia, and her assistant Tracy Boschler studied the physics of cow tipping, concluding that it's so difficult, it's almost certainly impossible. It's amazing what you can get a grant for. The Lilly-Boschler equation, Lilly-Boschler equation. The Lilly-Boschler equation said it would take roughly 2,910 newtons of force in a coordinated effort, which is an estimated 4.4 people to tip a cow. And that's assuming that you all hit it from the same angle at the same time and, you're really coordinated. Not the general drunken hicks that try it. Revised calculations show that maybe 2 people, if they exerted the necessary force, could tip a cow, but the cow would have to not react. I don't think Chloe's going down, boys. Their study also says the static physics of the issue say 2 people might be able to tip a cow, but the cow would have to be tipped quickly. And biology also complicates the issue because the faster the human muscles have to contract, the lower the force they can produce. And even if a dynamic physics model suggests that cow tipping is possible, the biology ultimately gets in the way. A cow simply is not a rigid, unresponding body. They move. Did you catch all that? For me, the myth ended with a swing. We lived out in the country, and as kids, being kids, we tried to find all kinds of ways to entertain ourselves. So one day we built a 30-foot high rope swing in a tree, and when you got it going, it was like a roller coaster, with no admission and no safety bars. So there I was in my late teens, around 160 pounds, swinging as high as I could when our Jersey cow June came wandering along, probably looking for some food. That's usually the only time she came around. I was at the highest point of the arc, and I started to come back when she stepped out into the path behind me. I yelled at her to get out of the way, but yeah, we never trained her to roll over or sit up or anything, so she just kind of stood there. So I came rocketing back down, and I tucked up into a little ball, to try and minimize the pain and the whiplash and all that stuff, and I slammed into her. It was like instant deceleration. Classic car meets tree. Cow meets me. Ouch. She kind of snorted and shifted one of her hooves slightly, and I slumped out of the swing and lay there in a quivering mass with the wind knocked out of me for probably 3 minutes. And I've met people smaller than me claiming to have tipped over cows. Right. In retrospect, I should have shimmied up the ropes on the swing so that I'd avoid the collision, but then I couldn't tell you the story. And it's all true. No, really, it is. And the last point, if it were possible, there would be way more videos of cow tipping on YouTube than there are of cats playing the piano. I mean, think about it, it's way funnier. I tried to find just one legitimate documented case of cow tipping on good old FTube, and you know how many I found? Yep, 0. So I guess all you farmers, neighbors, frat boys who post online saying that you have gone cow tipping just need to get it on tape. It's a 1,200-pound animal with 4 very stable legs, and it can run faster than you. You don't have a chance.